playing this sweet list that Yeoman posted in our Discord that he's been having a lot of success with. It's a Hadana's Climb Temur deck. So we have these two creatures, get really big bonuses off getting counters off the climb. Zegana really wants you to have counters on your creatures, and then we just have the best top end creatures you can play. So Rekindling Phoenix, really hard to deal with. Skarrgan Hellkite takes over games. Works really nicely with like the fairly proactive core, even just as a Storm Breath Dragon. And pretty excited to try this deck out. Traditional Constructed. Alright. Oh my god, Lassie. Chat isn't on my stream for this at the moment, Lassie, so that technique does not actually make any difference. Yeah, this is much more aggro than most of the climb lists, for sure. This one seems sweet. Turn 3 Phoenix on the play. Very easy keep. They will not show up. They'll be robbed of this glorious opportunity. I wonder if I'm meant to lead with Stomping Ground, so that I can like guaranteed have double red if I hit another untapped land. Right, so I can save 2 life, which feels worth it against the Stomping Ground deck, by not attacking with my elf. Oh, thanks, Lo. I'm glad you enjoy it so much. Oh no, Kaylee. I'll be like a little sad, but also a little not, because I love Rekindling Phoenix. Rekindling Phoenix is such a good card. On that note, I think we're just going to start casting Phoenixes. Any ogre chokes made by chat won't taint the YouTube videos. We can but hope, shop, for such a glorious thing. Wow, my opponent seems incredibly dead. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I think it involves dying. So they take 7, go to 11. Alright, I'm just gonna pay 2 life to deal 1 more here. Just kinda want to kill them. Phoenix is great with Bannerfall. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I didn't think of that at all, Kaylee. Unless the Stomping Ground is Nexus, that's fair. We're like the only crazy people playing Stomping Grounds in our Nexus deck though. Alright, pair up this Lava Coil. And then they're just actually dead on board. That was an abrupt game. You had excellent stream again, it is Yeoman. This deck looked fun. This hand was slightly nutty. Llanowar Elves on the play. We definitely want this Lava Coil. Aw, seeing quotes. Thank you for gifting that sub to Slow the Meek. I really appreciate that. Everyone welcome our new knight. What are we doing? So I definitely want the Lava Coil. We didn't see that much of their deck. But this deals with Phoenix. Disdainful Stroke might be good. Also wondering if like another Vivien might be good because it kills the Theatre of Horrors. Lava Coil, somehow good against the Firebird. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't entirely get that one. God, it's so hard to know what cards are bad here. Everything seems kinda good at grinding. This aspect of the deck is slightly elusive to me. I am curious if we just like want Brontodons instead of this to deal with their Theatre of Horrors. I could see that. Bring in one Brontodon for the theatre. Or would we rather have a Vivien? I just don't want to like go too low on 3-drops. Yeah, I think Brontodon's better than Spellbreaker here. I'm not sure what other changes to make. I'll just run this for now and see how this goes. We can see more of their deck before changing anything else. Oh my god, Cresta, 24 rare land mana bases. Yeah, the tricolor decks can get really ridiculous with their mana bases. If this was an untapped land, I'd almost be tempted. This is just a mulligan though. Alright, turn 3 Phoenix. It's perfectly reasonable as a starting point. What about Rhythm of the Wild? I think it was Yeoman. Someone definitely said they didn't like Rhythm of the Wild in the same deck as Hadana's Climb, because you end up with like not enough threats. You have like so many things that make your threats bigger and better, but like not enough actual threats to go with it, which is really awkward. Opponent giving us the oops. I'll take it. Yeah, Rhythm plus Climb feel like they're at odds with each other. Yeah, they're kind of odd. They kind of feel that way, and they also just occupy like the same space. That is certainly a 4/4. Am I casting Vivien? Like, attack with Phoenix, cast Vivien. Or do I just want to get the Guardian chain going? Like, traded Guardian with this and get another Guardian seems great. I kind of just want to do that. And start swinging. Like, we get to trade their card with a quarter of one of our cards. Which seems pretty absurd to me. Yeah, take the adapt whilst they're tapped out too. Yep. Make sure we don't get blown out later. Yeah, that's also true, Yeoman. Rhythm has to be cast on curve, whereas like Climb you can just slam. Alright, I can attack with my 4/4s, and then post combat maybe just get the other Phoenix going. God. Rekindling Phoenix is such an unreasonable magic card in these mid-range mirrors. Deal. I'm okay with this. I think they might have a Bedevil. I kind of want to play around Bedevil and just get the second Phoenix going. I think I'm into that. Why does Rekindling Phoenix get haste? Why many different things about this card? And then I think I'm also just going to get the Elf down, rather than expose the Guardian to a removal spell. Because the Phoenixes are so good against removal spells, and I just don't want my opponent like using their mana nicely this turn, if they have anything. 4 Phoenixes for Seraph of the Scales. Is Seraph of the Scales actually good and constructed? I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced about that card. Interesting. You played it in Esper Angels and Mardu Angels, and it seemed good in both. Alright, I guess like it could be fine. Getting 2 1/1s is like some upside. It's no Rekindling Phoenix though. What am I doing here? I could kill their Phoenix and attack for 8. Or I could just play Vivien plus and play a 2/2, now that we have a backup Guardian anyway. I can still attack for 8. And I guess they get to kill a Phoenix really easily then though, which I'm not into. Yeah, I kind of like the aggro line. The aggro line feels good to me. Just put them to 4. Force them to like play another Phoenix or something on defense. They clearly don't have a contempt, or they would have used one. Hey Mason. Glad the ping worked. Good to see you. This deck is just so proactive. Having 8 mana dorks that let you curve into your Phoenix. Really powerful. Alright. This might be a fast league. Based on how this is going so far. Oh yeah, that's the case with like all the Angels decks, right? They're really just like mono white decks splashing some other cards. This whole thing where we take 1 turn at a time is so slow. Yeah, we need to add some Nexus of Fates to this deck. Level up my Incubation Druid to cast my Nexus of Fate sooner. Alright, chat. This is a hand. I assume this is a mulligan. But it might be a keep. I don't know. Like any third land and we start doing stuff. And we're on the play. Double tap land. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted just to mulligan. I think we can do better. Nevermore. I'm going against my emotes. I'm such a traitor to the emotes. Like, if this draws an untapped land, it's decent. But you're seeing 5-2 in favor of keep. Alright, this is probably a bit better. Another land. I think I want that in case my druid dies. I'm probably like might just want that regardless. This is a lot better. It's definitely at least a little bit better. The bit of me that hates mulliganing is opposed to calling it a lot better, but I think you're right. Ooh, another black-green deck. This time they probably have Knight of Autumn in their deck, so for white. Or maybe some Angels. Nice Kite Sail freebooter. Con Vermin, 5 whole months of Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the continued support. It means a ton to me. Really helps support me doing what I'm doing. I kind of just want to cast this so I can guarantee my Hellkite next turn. I think. Dig for my land drops here. Ooh, that one's a really good one though. That's a really good play for next turn with our Jadelight Ranger in play. I think that can stay on top. Like, there weren't many non-lands I was keeping there, but that is definitely one of them. Gross. Alright. Find this next land drop. This Hellkite seems absurd against our opponent's deck. Draw those cards, have that trample, yeah. Seems great. Ugh. Never mind. Hellkite's suddenly worse. We've encountered a problem, chat. Have I tried playing Gates yet? Not yet, I want to though. Gates seems really strong. Adapt. Yeah, we can adapt and kill Ajani. Just send all 3 at Ajani. We lose our 4/4, but they lose their Planeswalker. So we can activate this at instant speed. Oh, we can adapt to Zegana. What? Oh, it's 6 mana? That's so absurd. Why? How is this 6 mana? Okay, I assumed it was like 8. Wow, Zegana is so much better than I thought. Nice, nice 4 mana for +2/+2. Zegana is pretty absurd. Yeah, this card seems great. You put it in there on purpose. You have good reason to be splashing this card apparently. By Ajani. You will be missed. Now they just can't deal with our, like, 8/8. I kind of want to be able to activate this ability, but I guess, like... I guess just swinging for 4 is also good. It swings in for 12, that means... They get to level up their Shalai to block next turn, though. I guess if we cast this as a 5/5, they can't afford to level up with Shalai. Because then the dragon would just, like, get to attack in anyway. Okay, I'm going to attack with the Zegana, and then I think I'm just casting this as a 5/5. Kind of like that plan. Rawr. Is this, like, demands an answer? I don't really know how we deal with a Lyra, but we can deal with that when it happens, I guess. Lyra seems really scary for this deck. Okay. Right. So... What do we think they have, chat? They might have Settle the Wreckage. I'm kind of wondering if they have Settle. So I kind of just want to, like, level up this and play some stuff. Yeah, maybe Mason. That's a fair point. Yeah, we can spell break them if they have Settle. Yeah. That seems really good. Okay. So I could level up this, play the Spellbreaker. Then I don't get to shoot with my dragon though. But then I have 8 mana for the dragon next turn. So do I want to give it haste? No. It just has, like, no good attacks. And I think I'm just attacking with these two anyway. Yes. I'm unsure what happens if I attack all. Maybe attack all is good. Anyway. Spellbreaker hopefully doing work here against Settle. Okay, they still take 5. And we have the dragon ready for next turn with 2 activations. Oh, that's fair, Imogen. So what's the double block like? Oh, the double block with both of these? Yeah, and then we get to deal with one of them. So they can no friend of mine fights alone. So that they don't get a clean 1-for-1. See in yourself what I see in you. Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of mana. We can... I guess we can't shoot Shalai. It's really awkward with the dragon. Oh, we can only shoot Shalai is what I mean. Double Shock the Knight, we can't. There's a Shalai. This is the problem with that. What happens if I send all of them at their face? If I send all the creatures at their face, they need to go... They have to block... Yeah, they have to block 3 of them. So they can't double block my dragon. So the dragon will, like, guaranteed get to eat something. Oh, because I threatened 2 shocks. So if I swing all... No, that's not true. They have the hexproof on their creatures. So they can double block. Whereas this forces them to not double block unless they have a removal spell. So we force a chump block with our Hellkite, and then we get to kill the Shalai, no matter who she blocks. Which feels like a bit better to me. Oh, does this have trample? No, it does. It has trample. I should have dealt 2 to this, since I can have to deal 2 to this anyway, right? That was kind of silly. I would have trampled over for 1 there. I'm still, like, learning some of these cards. New standard and stuff. Yeah, shoot before trample. Yep. I got there. I'm just learning the cards at the moment. Ooh, this one seems reasonable. It lets me go super wide if I need to. So we missed 1 damage, but I think we're looking like pretty good here. They really ask, what's a creature? How does one, like, cast a creature? What does one do with a creature? Another Shalai. Oh, we get to kill that. Force the chump with the freebooter. Shalai gives them hexproof. Is what you missed. So I want to kill the Shalai and then attack with my dragon and force the chump, I guess. And I have to use the Druid, so I'm only going to get to cast the 2/2, but that's fine. This dragon is so silly. Jeez. I mean, it's no Glory Bringer, but it's pretty disgusting. In its own right. It seems to be bringing the glory, it really does. With a lot of mana, it's way better than Glorybringer. Yeah, if the game goes super long. That is true. So, we definitely want Vivien, because they have angels. She seems great against angels. We want Lava Coil, because they're a creature deck. I'm not convinced we want Krasis. Maybe it's fine. I'm not sure how much I really want to be playing like the super long game against them. I feel like I'm the aggressor in the matchup, because if they ever stick an angel we can't answer, we're in a lot of trouble. Spellbreaker seems nice because of Settle the Wreckage, which they could be boarding in. Krasis is the fun choice, this is true. I'm wondering if, like, some mixture of these aren't great. Because they have the Jadelight Rangers seem awkward against the Knights. The Knights block so well, but the lands work really well with the Hellkite, so I don't want to cut too many of this card. Oh, Stroke is good against the Angels, that is true. Yeah, I want the Strokes. I wonder if I just don't want the Guardians. Oh, if we're trimming the Jadelight, we can trim a Climb. That's true. Brontodon over to Jadelight. I'm not, like, entirely sure what Brontodon does. I guess they could have removal-based enchantments. Alright, I have to make a decision, so I'm just gonna board like this. Not like 100% convinced about this, but like a bit of me feels I'm just meant to cut all the Guardians, but I didn't quite have time to figure out if that was good or not. Just because the Guardians seem so awkward against the Knights. This is another mulligan. We've been mulliganing a lot, but we're still just like murdering our opponents. The removal-based enchantments, that's not the way we say that. Enchantment-based removal. You know, potato, potato. Alright. Mulligan. I mean, I guess this is fine. Nice mono red deck. Wow, this is perfect. I am very in for an Incubation Druid. This card has looked so good so far. I'm really impressed with it. It just like gives you redundancy with your Llanowar Elves, but also plays into your late game with the dragons so well. Blocks garbage like this really well too once it grows up. I don't think I want to use a Lava Coil on a Knight of Grace. Card doesn't seem terribly high impact. Kind of just want to get my Druid going. Alright. Suddenly I might want to use a Lava Coil. Suddenly the Knight of Grace is a bit scarier. I think I'm just going to play at 4/4 this turn. And then next turn I can Zegana potentially. Or I can do this potentially. But it lets me get this down tapped and save some life that way. And this can just like block their things for a little while. Oh yeah, history seems like... I mean, history's just always been busted, right? Card is very high power level. Chat. Help. 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 I'm gonna make this a 5/5 and just hope that I'm really lucky. Hope that they don't have a removal spell. Yeah, if we end up with a dragon, we're in a decent position. But, this is exceedingly yikes right now. They don't need much to murder us here. Rude. Oh boy. This is, Hey, at least next game we get to be on the play against History Benalia. I hear that makes that card a bit less scary. We're just dead, right? Make, like, kill a thing, make a blocker, chump off half my board. Alright, alright. Where are the cannonades? The problem is, this is what the Angels decks do to you, right? You like, kind of want sweepers against the tokens from things like History of Benalia, but then the sweepers are so bad against the Angels that, like, it would be hard to justify boarding one in even if we had one. It's like kind of just what the Angels decks do sometimes, where they get to play History. We're gonna be on the play. That should help a lot. I don't think I want to change anything. I don't know that this is the correct way to have things set up, but it feels okay to me. I don't really want to like sack a Brontodon to kill like half of a History. That feels pretty miserable. Okay. Hey, we got to keep a 7. Since when do we ever keep a 7 with this deck? That doesn't happen. No draft tonight? No, I'll do some draft later in the week. I'm thinking tomorrow I might do draft. I think my plan is like tomorrow is draft and then Friday I might do some modern. But I wanted to do more standard today. New standard is really sweet. What happened was double history of Benalia Imogen. Double history of Benalia is scary. Druid, Climb plus Jadelight. We need the third land. What the? Why is there a Tecatli Honor Guard? And again, I mean, I'm gonna cast this Climb, get our mana online, and we'll have infinite mana next turn. They have defeated our Jadelight Rangers, they have indeed. I mean, there's a non-zero chance they end up Lava Coiling this to dig for lands next turn. Doesn't seem that likely. Treasure map. I'm not sure I entirely understand our opponent's deck anymore. Riot isn't a trigger. I don't believe it is. It enters the battlefield with. It is not a trigger. So I guess we just make a 5/5 dragon and attack them and force them to start answering our garbage. And then if we draw a land, we go double Spellbreaker next turn. Haste. This is so gross. We get to have haste, but also gain access to this ability. That's so ridiculous. Land, 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 please. Please land. I guess that one's good. I guess I'm not allowed to complain. Alright, I think I want a Vivien plus. If I Vivien minus on the map, they can kill her with an Ajani. Whereas Vivien plus starts digging my lands.
Beasts are much more reliable than humans.
I can just kill the map next turn if I want to. Right, I definitely just want to start hitting my land drops here, I think, so I can start multi-spelling. Maybe it was greedy to not plus the Druid. Maybe. I don't really want this climb to flip any point soon is the thing. Putting a counter on the Druid makes it like we're tapping the Druid for mana every turn for the next few turns anyway. And I think I really don't want the Hadana's climb to flip for a little while. I just want it to like pump out value whilst we've got other things to do with our mana. We can like flip it on the turn that we kill them. That seems great. Jadelight into Zegana maybe? Two 2-0 so far. This deck has felt really nice. We are against the Red Menace now though. It begins. Please let me draw a third land, because this elf is not long for this world. God, the breeding pool noise just like icks me out so much every time it happens. It's kind of a lot. Most games are over in half a turn. Yeah, I could imagine that being the case. Alright. Like, you have a fairly fast clock against them, right? It lasts so long as well, yeah, Squirm, it really does. Are they on, like, the big red deck? They played some weird cards if they aren't on the big red deck. I kinda just want to keep spells. I think I'm fine just keeping a spell. It's not like a super high impact spell, but it's like keeping a creature for this climb to pair with seems really appealing. Yeah, this is definitely big red, agree. Especially now we've seen the arch too. That's such a good one. For grinding through removal. But I'm just never gonna graveyard a card in this deck, am I? All the cards are like kinda great. I guess we graveyarded mana dorks. Oh, Llanowar Elves has been awesome. It's been really impressive. Just let us cast like turn 3 Phoenixes. Just like exactly what we want to be doing. Hey Heather! Great to see you. I guess I just want to attack. If I attack, I lose the creature with counters on it for the next Zegana. But it does have trample. Yeah, it has trample. Jeez. Okay, that kind of sells me on it. We need to grind through the siege gang somehow, anyway. Hey Marcus. The trample is so much more relevant than I thought it would be. There's like a lot of tokens running around in standard at the moment. You just love the Krasis so much. Krasis is a really silly magic card, so it's very understandable. But I've really liked Elves so far in this deck. This turn is so good for us. I'm excited for it. I guess we attack first. So if they have a lightning strike, they might just throw it out to not take damage, and then we know whether we can cast the Zegana or not. So I'm pretty sure Zegana says she can't be cast unless there's a creature in play with a +1/+1 counter on it. I'm pretty sure that's secretly text on the card. Do I have an opinion on the Nexus of Gates stack that may or may not be a thing? It seems sweet. I've not played with it yet though. I want to give it a try. I was planning on trying it today, but I don't know that I'll have time. But at some point within the next week I would like to play it, because that deck seems incredibly sweet. Alright, we want this 6th land so we can make our 8/8 and start smashing past that Phoenix. I guess they can't even, yeah, we just want to make an 8/8, right? This just has to be amazing. So this is 3 mana to send flying. And give +X/+X. Oh, we can make it a 10/10 flyer too. Could also just make a 10/10 flyer. I guess if we make this an 8/8, they go double block, fling this. So we actually want it to be a flyer. That makes sense. I kind of buy into that. Oh, we can't give her. We have to put it. We have to put the counter on this, I guess, but that's still fine. We still get across in the air for a bunch, and we have our 4/4 on defense this way. All right, this seems great. Put it on the Jadelight. Yep, I got that. Learning the deck and all that. I have never played with the card Hadana's Climb before. This might be my first time flipping a Hadana's Climb in my life, so this is pretty absurd. all things told. I have some, both of those memories from that exact same tournament, Tom. The flample was real. What a coincidence. How strange that two people who are teaming together have similar memories. If that creature, so you can put it on a different creature. That's pretty silly. What am I doing? So I'm definitely like sending the Jadelight in the air. I don't know if I just want to like play a Spellbreaker and haste it or something. Alright. Make a huge Jadelight Ranger. I could play a Climb to get a counter on Zegana. I could do... that's probably worth it. Oh, they can command the Zegana down. They can. Huh. But this gets the commander off the board, which is pretty nice. And then we can get in for free damage with the Spellbreaker, if we want. Needed to climb pre-combat. Yeah, you're right. And then we don't have to commit our mana here. We can still get in for free damage, though. Oh my god, combo. Indeed. Alright, they need like a Star of Extinction, pretty much. I feel like basically anything bar Star of Extinction isn't going to be able to grind through what we're doing. Even if they have a star, we have like another climb, we can kind of rebuild. Phoenix is keeping Jadelight from killing them. But, we have a Vivien, I guess. So just Vivien minus. I'll haste this. I just have like infinite options here. Basically every option is lethal. Haste kill him. They don't know that Skarrgan Hellkite's in my deck, whereas they can probably assume that Vivien is. Oh, but that doesn't kill them because they still get to jump, yeah. So I just want to do this. Anyway. A-Lily playing with their food. Playing with my food is like the best part of Magic. Sheevan Fire is their only out. Yep. Sheevan Fire would be a bit brutal, to be fair. We'd like lose our board. But we'd still have 3 spells in hand. Lava Coil. Get in our deck. Because of what's it called? Phoenix. I kinda want Krasis. It just feels like this matchup is a grind. They're just like mono removal. Kinda curious about Disdainful Stroke too on the same basis. Aw, thanks all. Good morning to you too. Deathgorge can eat a Phoenix. Ooh, nice point. I think the Spellbreaker is pretty bad here. I'm kind of off Llanowar Elves. It just dies really easy. It's just always going to die in this matchup, which I guess is fine. but I'm like looking for cards to board out anyway, and it's a really low impact top deck once we get grinding. Whatever. Oh, you prefer Krasis over Vivien? That's reasonable. Might bring in one Brontodon or like one Stroke. Don't make a love Stroke here. But Siege Gang's pretty obnoxious. And they might have Star of Extinction post board. Oh my god, Lassie. Live your best Goreclaw life. Be the terror of Calcisma that you were born to be. Yeah. I must say, we've been mulliganing like an awful lot this league, and we're still winning quite a bit. I guess I keep this. I can't cast it anytime soon, but... So maybe not. Maybe I'm just meant to like scry towards a Jadelight Ranger. That's fair. Llanowar Elves eat some of their removal, which is still like a good thing. Your best Goreclaw life is never casting the card, and I respect that. so much. You have no idea how much. Hey Marcus. Oh, I'm so happy I took out Llanowar Elves now. I didn't realize they had Chain Whirler in that deck, but Chain Whirler embarrasses our elven friend. Alright, I guess we're doing the do you have Lava Coil check. I'm not blocking opponent. I'm pretty happy right here doing my thing. Alright. You only need 2 counters to get this out of Lava Coil range. That's so silly. Alright, question chat. Are we holding open Disdainful Stroke off this Druid? I think I am. Or am I just growing this? Oh, I could have grown the Druid. Oh my god, I'm so silly. I could go climb, grow Druid, have a bunch of mana. This is still fine. Yeah, Siege Gang's really scary. Another Phoenix is really scary. They didn't play a removal spell for our Phoenix. I think I'm just gonna hold open Disdainful Stroke. Like, stops us taking 2 damage too, which is kind of something. It's the same pre or post. Yeah. I messed up figuring it out. You're correct. I think I like holding open the Stroke here though. They have lots of really high impact, expensive things. Oh wow, make me look like a fool. This is the worst possible timeline. This is kind of the worst possible timeline. It's really hard for them to kill a 5/5. I guess I'm kind of giving up on the Disdainful Stroke dream. I have a Lava Coil for Phoenix now. Oh, they could have Fight with Fire, that's fair. Yeah, we definitely just want the 5/5. I don't think I care about the haste. I think I want to get this out of coil range. Oh, Dom, you have to remove and reset your stop every extra turn you take. It will show that it visually shows that you still have the stop, but you actually don't. So you just have to keep resetting it every turn. I think it's because they didn't. I think it's like programmed weirdly for extra turns. So I think it like visually removes the stop when it goes to your opponent's turn, but it actually removes the stop when you end your turn. So when you're not taking extra turns, it works perfectly, but when you are taking extra turns, it like just becomes kind of a mess. I don't know, Bendro. My first ever time playing this deck. It does have like, it has a fairly fast clock, and it has counter magic in the board, which probably gives it some fight against Nexus. I definitely don't think it seems great against Nexus, but I think it can probably put up a fight. Right, so we got Hadana's Climb counter, shoot your Daredevil. I guess they could have removal for the Druid, which would be pretty sad. The other thing is I kind of want to hold open my Disdainful Stroke now, if I can. Counter on the Hellkite this turn, just hold open Stroke. Then it would be 6 plus 7. No, I think I'm just going to put the counter on the Druid. If they had removal, they would have attacked with their first strikers into our 5/5. So I'm just going to swing with the Hellkite. We can hold open Activation and Disdainful Stroke here. Yeah, the late game definitely isn't good against the Nexus decks, but any sort of creature deck. I think I just take 5. I just want to keep holding up in Disdainful Stroke. I guess I could block the Daredevil, but that goes badly so easily. We can lose to Banefire this way, but we can also just kill them next turn if they don't do anything impactful. Do they run any they run Siege Gang. It's also possible they have Star of Extinction against us post-board, since it's really good against Hadana's Climb and against like mid-range in general. You're off Goreclaw.deck. You and everyone but Phil. Oh my god. Taste it. Now they die. I'm so smart playing around the Star of Extinction. I mentioned Star of Extinction repeatedly, I'll have y'all know. Are they dead? Are they actually dead? I don't think they're quite dead. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can only put them to 1. But we can sweep their board. Or we can cast a big Krasis. We can also do that. Is that better than winning? I kind of just want to sweep their board and hit them with a 6/6. Oh, Krasis flips the Climb, huh? Does that give us lethal? So we need 3 counters. We need to do this for 5. We put a counter on the Krasis, but we'd only get a 10/10. So it does not give us lethal. We only need 2 counters, so 4 mana. We put a counter on the Krasis, we flip the Climb. And we can pump this, and then we get to attack with the Druid? No, we don't get to attack with the Druid. It doesn't actually give us lethal, I think we're 1 short. Right, I kind of have to make a play now. So, common occurrence on this stream, realizing that I have to make a play at some point in the game. I think I'm just going to end up killing that board with my Hellkite, is the plan. I kind of just want to kill their creatures, so it's harder for them to kill us with burn spells, I think. Because I think hitting them for like 10 or 6 is like kind of the same if they manage to sweep the board. And if they don't sweep the board, I just want to kill their creatures so we don't die to a lightning strike. Even when we play Arena, we could use the time and vote. Isn't that the truth? Free is a lot of cards. You're not wrong. I guess I just do this now. I'm gonna do it anyway. Just to not take damage in combat. So it's harder for them to kill me. Yeah. 3-0. This deck is nice. This Hadana's Climb card is quite something. Skarrgan Hellkite too. That card has been really impressive. In any sort of like creature-y mirror. They just have to kill it or the game ends. And it's like a 5/5 blocker. On the turn it comes down to. Why do I leave a vault unopened? I enjoy collecting them. Seeing how many I can. They're like Pokemon, you have to collect them all, right? Turn 3 Phoenix, deal. Also that Sadie, yeah, Sadie also raises an excellent point too. Wait, what's this? That's... Oh yeah, there's a PTQ this weekend, there is. I might play Bantfog at some point. I don't know, kind of enjoying Temur at the moment. Just when in doubt, cast Phoenix. Why don't I run Krasis main? Because this is not my list. I assume that Krasis is just too slow against like fog decks and mono red though. But maybe it's just generically great. Maybe you just 100% want to play it no matter what. I'm a bit scared of a Chupacabra if I play this. I kind of want to haste this. So I don't get ruined by a Chupacabra. At least I get in my 4 damage. Yeah, this deck's a lot about velocity and getting your opponent dead. And that's not really like what Krasis does. That was my understanding, Yeoman. You run Krasis over the Simic 4-drop? Oh, Zegana's been absurd for us though. Zegana's been like so impressive. Golgari is still good, apparently. They just have like 9 power in play. They explore twice, we die. I guess I just need to hope they don't have an explorer so I can kill them in the air. Right, I'm gonna cast some blockers here. Try and hit a land with this and then cast my Spellbreaker. Just like big bodies on defense. Hit them for 8. So they need to gain life next turn. We're able to block down some of their creatures so we don't die. We had some really good Zegana turns earlier, Bobbin. Like the fact she becomes an 8/8. Like our opponent tapped out for a Ajani, and then we just made our Zegana an 8/8 and they couldn't block her. And their Ajani immediately died. It was completely unreasonable against Planeswalkers. It was also really good in that previous match against the Rekindling Phoenix. was they could like chump our creatures, but we were giving them trample. Sure thing, Bobbin. Hopefully you'll see it. Alright, they gain 6 life. Wildgrowth Walker, still one of the best cards in Standard, apparently. We block their creatures pretty well right now, though. Even if they gain just 3 more life, we have a 2-turn clock here. Oh, they have a Find Finality, though. Huh. So they'd, like, keep a Wildgrowth Walker and a Squire and draw a bunch of cards. That's fair, Bobbin. I was scared of Chupacabra, which is why I made it a haster. I thought playing around Chupacabra and getting an guaranteed 4 damage was pretty appealing. I'm thinking, like, do I want to level up my Druid to save it from Finality, or do I want to play Vivien? So if they play Finality, they take 3 damage, go to 2, and then they just die to the Phoenix. So I think I just want to play my Vivien. Yeah, you're correct. If they Finality, they just die. You are correct.
The wilds are my shield.
Ooh. And getting the Vivien going just like diversifies our threats here. Okay. I mean, we can block down some of this stuff. Megan, the Twitch Prime sub, thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn. Really appreciate the support. Everyone get some love in chat for our new subscriber. What are we doing here? So this 4/4 gets to block 3/2. Yes, we can get this Reaper off the board. I don't want to give them too many cards, is the thing. I kinda don't want to dig them towards like a Contempt for my Phoenix. And just killing one creature makes either Flyer lethal. Hey there, Megan. Oh, we meant let the Midnight through and let it live. I guess. Let me do this. Yeah, because of the Finality, yep. We just go to 2. I can also chump with the Druid. I don't know if I meant to just chump with the Druid here too. Stay on 5. Since we don't really need it anymore. Oh, they can find back the Jadelight to gain life. No, you're correct. That's why I should have blocked the Midnight Reaper. Yeah. I was right with my original decision to block the Reaper. You're correct. It's still fine. I don't think they can get out of this. Right? Okay, the Llanowar Elf gives them another blocker. So they go up to 10. They have 3 blockers. Yeah, you were wrong, Yeoman. No worries. Most important cards to craft for this deck? Probably the Phoenixes. Phoenix is really strong. What artifacts are enchant? Oh, there's flyers. Okay. I was wondering why it was giving us the option. Alright, so I can hit them to 2 with my flyers. But then I need to be able to block 5 creatures. So I guess I'm getting the Growth Chamber Guardian. Oh, this is so awkward. I guess I was just meant to block that Reaper, and then this would be easy. We're still in this game, but we might have to be more defensive now. So I attack all, they just block all 3. I guess I cast my Zegana. because I can still draw towards like a removal spell or something. And just get this down. How many creatures can I attack with? Attack with just the dragon? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So if I attack with just the dragon, I have 6 blockers for 6 attackers, but the Llanowar Elf doesn't matter, so this means I beat a removal spell. Yeah, this has to be good. Oh, we can't activate the dragon. Doesn't have a counter on it. Squirm it. If it could activate without a counter on it, it would be so busted. Oh my god. That would be such a messed up card. Hey there, Jean. Good to see you. Would put Glorybringer to shame. At that point, it might actually be better than Glorybringer. Just attacking with the Reaper, huh? I'm a bit scared of a finality. Even if they finality us, though, we have a Vivien and a Phoenix, so we're kind of fine. Block with the oh my god. That's so smart, Dom. That's really good. That would have taken me a moment longer to see. That's really, really good. Alright. Hydroid Krasis seems absurd here. I don't know how good Carnage Tyrant is. It's really good in the Golgari mirrors. But we don't have like as much removal as the Golgari mirrors do. Lava Coil seems great because Wildgrowth Walk is scary. Spellbreaker is just a random body. Doesn't really do anything here. Oh my god, Dom. I can believe it. Yeah, Spellbreaker isn't great here, I agree. I think maybe Growth Chamber Guardian's fine. It blocks down like their random 3/2s. Okay. We want the Tyrants. Okay. I'll bring them in. What do we want to get rid of? Yeoman. What else do you dislike? Oh, we'd want Stroke here. I always found Stroke kind of medium against Golgari when I played Golgari. It misses on a lot of key cards, but Stroking Chupacabras is decent, I guess, but... Zegana's a bit weaker here. I am surprised by that. How do we make room for everything? We have like 30 seconds. No, I think Deathgorge is too low impact. And just ends up trading off with like random garbage. Climb seems really good. I just don't have time. I'm still like learning the deck. I'm still not 100% on the sideboarding. This seems fine as a starting point though. Trim an elf or two. Elves are pretty awkward against finality. You trim 1 Guardian, 2 Zegana, 1 Climb. Okay, I wasn't that far off then. The sound seems pretty decent. We keep winning on mulligans. Like, how many times have we mulled the 6 today and we still just stomp our opponent? This deck seems to like cope well on 6 card hands. A classic. Double Symmetry Llanowar Elf. The dream. Bant Tempo? What's in your Bant Tempo deck, Jane? That sounds pretty sweet. But yeah, we have the Climb Crab combo. We also have the Hadana's Climb Druid combo, which I kind of adore. Hopefully they don't have a Vivien. Even if they do, like, I guess we'll cope. No attacks. Cast my Guardian. This is kind of disgusting. This does expose the Guardian, which isn't ideal, but I think we still want to do it. If they Chupacabra the Guardian, I guess we slam a Vivien and that's still fine. We're actually flooding out a bit. If we lose the Guardian, it could be awkward. I don't know that they can justify using removal spell on it though. Oh, awesome, Jane. Thank you. I'll take a look at it after the stream, probably. Casual 7 mana next turn. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Like, this combos has felt really absurd to me every time we draw them together. Wait, they milled the Chupacabra? Are they just digging for lands for something? Milling the Chupacabra is really interesting. So we can put a counter on the Guardian, go get another Guardian, and then we get to go Vivien plus Guardian. That seems decent to me. I guess I can just lead with Vivien and see what we find of her. Because we can cast the Guardian post-combat. Krasis or Hellkite? Krasis seems pretty unreasonable. Let's just like keep digging for our land drops and stuff, so that we can grind this game out. Oh yeah, we can make a Krasis for 6 next turn. Yeah, it's gonna be really strong. No attacks. We want to protect this Vivien from their board. I'm so excited. I haven't cast a Krasis. Well, I guess we cast... Did we cast one against red? No, I don't think we did. I don't think I've cast the Skarrgan standard yet. I've cast it in limited, where it's just like fully busted. Alright, I'm definitely blocking with the 3/3. Don't know if I meant to block with the 2/2 to preserve our loyalty. We lose our Guardian, but we have so many cards. Letting it take 3 seems fine, though. You trade off. It's kind of tough. I'm not like 100% sure. Guess it's probably fine though. Just keep her loyalty high. Yeah, we're gonna have so much gas that we don't need the Guardians. Rude. That's a bit awkward. They can't attack our Vivien very well at all though. Am I just casting a mini Krasis since I'm going to have lots to do with my mana with the Vivien anyway? I really don't want to flip the climb. Is the problem. I kind of want to use my mana, but I really don't want to flip the climb because it's giving me counters on things. So I think I'm casting the Krasis post-combat. I think flipping the climb is like pretty unexciting here, whereas a Krasis for free like cantrips and blocks down their board. So many lands. Flipping climb is fine here. It's like okay, but I kind of like this just like sizing up all our creatures well against their board for a bit longer. I don't think we're the aggressor quite yet. With so much card advantage coming our way. I wonder what their blue mana's for. Yeah, I agree with that, Bobbin. I agree with that assessment. Phoenix, thank God. We are drawing a spell finally.
You can't stop nature.
Huh. Another one of these. I mean, I guess another Krasis seems good. Kinda worried we could lose our Vivien here. They're probably blue for Krasis. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Krasis of their own. So if I cast Phoenix, I'm better against Chupacabra. Continuing the Krasis value trade, it seems decent. I kind of like how good this is against a removal spell other than specifically Contempt. When we start getting like some value off our climb, growing our creature up. And like, the longer we leave this Krasis, the better it will be. Yeah, exactly, Yeoman. Wait on the Krasis and it will be even bigger. Another Chupacabra. Yep. At least the Phoenix comes back. They kill our Vivien, but it's like, kind of okay. Especially with a backup in hand. Alright, get back the Phoenix. I think this is the Krasis turn. If I cast Vivien, she just gets eaten. And we can make a 5/5. Seems really strong. Ooh, Lava Coil. It's not terrible. It means we can like maybe sneak down Vivien with a removal spell to keep her safer. I'm a bit worried that if I attack and they kill this, we're not necessarily winning the race. I also feel like I want to start attacking before they draw their own Krasises. I'm not like 100% sure on this. We have like the Lava Coil too, just gonna stem their board a bit. Yeah, if they don't have a Doomblade, we win next turn too. Yep. We flip the climb and make our Krasis a 6/6. So yeah, I think I like attacking for that reason as well. Krasis. Krasipody. What so it's Jellyfish Hydro Beast. I don't know any weird plurals for like jellyfish or whatever. Right, they draw 2 cards and get a 5/5. I believe they're dead, right? Yeah, it's lethal. I think it's lethal. We have 6 times 2 is 12 plus 5. A crisis of crises. Alright. Pump my Krasis. And you take 17. GG's opponent. Climb is really good, Paul. Climb is so good with this Krasis. Just like swing the game out of nowhere. It's a really fun deck to play. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I think I'm just going to do the one league today, but we might do another one later in the week. So I am enjoying this. This feels really powerful too. We're like mulliganing to 6 a bunch, and flooding a bunch, and still just running people over. Green-black is in fact mono medium cards. This doesn't have blue mana. but the Guardians give us something to do for a while. So I think it's keep with Elf on the play too. Yeah, for sure. The sideboard seems really good. Getting counter spells as well in your like aggressive deck sideboard is really appealing. Are we playing the Ooze? We are not playing Ooze. I think the Ooze is an incredibly strong card. I want to play with it at some point soon in some sort of deck, but it's not in this deck currently. I don't know, Yeoman. I don't think you're allowed to brag in that situation. So my Jadelight Ranger, I can dig for my blue source, or I can go Elf plus Guardian and have a lot of mana next turn. You think we just dig? Hitting the blue source is really powerful. But if we draw the blue source next turn, we get to go put a counter on this, grab another one, cast it, which is pretty appealing. If we get the blue source of this, next time we have 4 mana, I guess we get to cast Zegana. Then. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this because it's like higher upside if we hit. It is me, I would just draw the blue source, exactly. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think Ooze is just one of like the coolest cards in the new set. It's super powerful. So I do want to play with it at some point. Depending on what land I draw, I might end up wanting to cast this Lava Coil, so I guess I'm tapping both the Elves. I'm just going to go ahead and dig for lands here. This card is absurd against green-black, but we just need lands. I hate everything. Oh! Alright, blue source next turn still is very good. But obviously a little awkward right now. They get to kill my Guardian. Gross. Rude. There we go. I think I'm just casting Zegana this turn, because the Ranger has a clean attack anyway. I'm worried if I play the Climb and flip it. Like, I kind of want to play the Climb and flip it on a turn we can give flying against their deck, because they have so much removal. Yeah, and we give this Trample, it's really nice. Oh, they have a Find in hand and want the card in the grave? Or we can adapt next turn, get an 8/8. Yeah. If they tap low, we get to do that. It's pretty hard to go for that into open mana from their deck, but yeah, I agree. We don't want to adapt if they leave mana open. Agree completely. Alright, I think I'm going... I could Lava Coil the Finebroker, play Climb. I have a few different options here. If I Lava Coil the Finebroker, play Climb. I can put a counter on the Elf. Flipping Climb in one turn. Oh yeah, because of Vivien. But if they play a Vivien in minus, they just die. Is the thing. Which feels kind of okay to me. I guess I can 10 them with the Jadelight Ranger. And then, like, how do they ever deal with the Zegana? Maybe that's just fine to go for this. Yeah, Climb buff, hit for 10. Yeah, I like this. I like this plan. I should play a blue source. I imagine some number of people in chat were just panicking that I was picking up the Rootbound Crag. Yeah, tending them seems good. They like... It's so hard for them to interact with this. They have to have instant speed removal, and even then, like, we can pump this or something. Or, like, use a Lava Coil to enable attacks. Yeah, they can just never remove the climb either. Unless they, like, have a Field of Ruin in their list. I think this is really, really good for us. Never mind. I forgot that was a magic card. So if we make this Zegana a 5/5, that doesn't happen, but Trophy can kill the land, that's true. Not many people play Trophy anymore, though. God, what were we meant to do to play around Finality? Just, like, ultimate the Zegana, hit them for 8, and then make them Chupacabra?
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Yeah, if I adapt to Zegana, we hit them for 8. They Chupacabra, and then they die to our climb. I think that's what we were meant to do, Prometheus, I agree. Just like learning the play patterns of this deck. It's an easy thing to miss. Now we're drawing to basically... Even Dragon doesn't get there, huh? We win if we get Spellbreaker. It had to be that turn though. Now they can just make a blocker. New cards make everyone forget the old cards. Yeah, just like figuring out the play patterns. Like I've literally never played with Hadana's Climb in like the... I don't think I've even played like a game before today with Hadana's Climb in my deck. Even in Limited, so... Oh yeah, Spellbreaker flies plus wins, you're correct. Or we could die to a Carnage Tyrant. Sultai Constrictor looked like a really sweet deck. I just never ended up playing it because I was obsessed with Temur Energy. So we want the Krasis, we want the Tyrants. We don't want Strokes, I believe. We do want Vivien. We want Coil for Wildgrowth Walker, even though we haven't seen it. You can assume it's in their deck. Spellbreaker is garbage. Trim on Jadelights. Can trim our Guardian. Need to trim 2 more cards. I think I actually like all 3 copies of Climb. It plays really well against their sorcery speed removal. Yeah, oh, we saw a Wildgrowth Walker of Vivien. Good point. Need to cut 2 more cards here. I kind of like the Zegana is just helping us grind, but I guess it's hard to keep a creature in play with a +1/+1 counter on it for very long. Which is probably why they're actually bad in the matchup. Alright, I'll play this one a bit better. You still think it's the Zegana's post board? Yeah, exactly. It's just hard against their removal to keep a creature with counters in play for Zegana. Hey VT. Mana and Mythics. Strong combination. I'm 4-0, but I am a game down. Entirely due to my foolishness, so like... Deck is feeling pretty great. Okay, I'm in. I guess this can't actually cast Phoenix on curve. And I have to pay 2 life for this in case I draw like Jadelight into... I actually have to pay 2 life for this, otherwise there's a bunch of combinations of cards I just can't cast off the top. If I want to curve out. This looks pretty weird, but I think we're the aggressor in the matchup anyway. If we draw like a Jadelight Ranger, we feel really embarrassed not playing the Breeding Pool. And this lets me like Lava Coil their elf just to slow them down too. Which I otherwise can't do. Which I think I'm happy doing. I think the Lava Coils only have Wild Growth Walkers and Elves as targets, so yes, I could save it for the Walker, but slowing them down also seems pretty relevant. Oh my god, we're so incredibly lucky. This is kind of unreal. Somehow casting this Phoenix in time. Just like wholly unreasonable. I think our opponent's dead. Turn 3 Phoenix, turn 4 Phoenix against the can only remove Phoenixes with Vraska's Contempt deck. This is kind of yikes, yeah. Kind of love it. Am I just meant to make a 2/2 flyer? So I hit them for 8, down to 6. I guess they can only answer this with Vraska's Contempt anyway. In which case they're gaining 2 life regardless. Hitting my lands for Tyrant makes them, like, spending turns on Vraska's Contempt more punishing. I'm just gonna Jadelight, yeah. I believe this is a graveyard. Kinda just want to hit my lands. Ooh. That card is real heckin' good. I guess it's like basically a land too, because of the Jadelight Ranger. I think I'm just gonna keep it on that basis. We get to like meet if they're spending time dealing with our Phoenixes, we get to immediately put a counter on our Ranger and flip the climb so they can't Vivien it. It's a land that costs 2. For the low price of 2 mana, you too can have a land. Alright. Run this back. Basically Gateway Plaza, exactly. I guess Gateway Plaza costs 1. Oh no. Gateway Plaza costs 2 because you have to tap it, yeah. That makes sense. We have not played Rhythm of the Wild OD, so I've not played. This is my first time ever playing this list today. My impression has been though that if you play Rhythm and Climb in the same list, then they're kind of eating into the same deck building space, because you need threats to go with them. You can't just like draw a whole bunch of enchantments, pump up like 1 or 2 creatures and have them both die. How do I keep getting this hand? What is this life? How are we so incredibly lucky? Feeling less lucky. Don't get to spew out these lava coils on anything, and I think we're gonna be fine. Hopefully they just can't answer this Phoenix again. That's Ferodi. I do think Climb is like a perfectly reasonable card. So... not Climb, sorry, Rhythm. Climb is an unreasonable card. Climb is really messed up. As to be clear, I was very much talking about Rhythm there. Yeah, Climb is deeply stupid, agree. But that's pretty problematic for us. I guess we have to draw into a threat. And have these lava coils ever do anything. Like, we're kind of forced to have these in our deck as a Wild Growth Walker. But they suck against basically the rest of my opponent's deck.
I've seen wild animals I like.
Okay. Vivien of our own, I guess, is our out here. God, this card doesn't even do anything. The stupid Chupacabra in hand. If I just Lava Coiled the Ranger, we'd get to kill Vivien here. But Lava Coiling the Ranger feels really loose. Yeah, maybe you're right, Yeoman. Maybe you're right. To play around specifically Vivien, we might want to have Lava Coil the Ranger, especially with 3 coils in hand.
Strike me, and you strike nature. Come to me.
I could see that being the case, for sure. Oh yeah, the Dragon with Riot is really impressive when they don't have 2 Chupacabras in hand. Chupacabra is frustrating. But the games where you have Phoenix and they don't have Contempt feel unlosable. And then you have the games like this. Like, do I just have to Lava Coil this Chupacabra so they can't recur them? And like, so that we don't take 1,000,000 damage here? If I Lava Coil this too, I put Vivien to 1, and then Flyers like kind of do something. I think there's not enough room for Dive Down. You can only have so many non-creatures in your deck. And like, a lot of your creatures are pretty resilient anyway, or have haste. So I don't think I like the idea of Dive Down. It's also, blue is your splash color. So it's like, can be kind of hard sometimes to like cast a blue card and tap out for a Dive Down. Sorry, tap out for a blue card and hold up a Dive Down, rather. I would agree with that, Cork. Imagine our opponent just hasn't updated their list yet. I don't know how we possibly win this game, but I guess it starts with this. And then like Grove Chamber Guardians can kind of block down the Dino, maybe.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Okay, another Druid. I can kill my Krasis. Oh, that makes sense, Kaylee. That makes sense. If they want to play Golden Demise or the new version. Frustrating. I feel like maybe we'd be kind of in this game if we just coiled the Ranger. Coiling the Ranger earlier in the game feels like such a hard call to make, though. How's the deck been today? It's been sweet. We're currently 4-1 with it. And still playing for the 5th win. It's felt really powerful. It's like very proactive. I'm playing it like pretty loose because I'm still not super familiar with the cards. But even then, I'm still just running people over a lot. I will be back in a moment. I'm just heading to the bathroom, and then we'll get this 5th win. That is the aim. Alright. I return to claim this 5th win, spoken of in olden times. Hey Jarvis. I don't know if they got rid of that. 3 out of 10 Mew scores. Mew that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, I definitely didn't block Mew, but alright. Alright. Oh my gosh. Alright, just catching up with chat a sec. I guess this is fine. The chat was mostly Mew related. It did seem that way. Another red deck. This seems like an okay-ish hand against a red deck. The Guardians like grind a bit potentially. Obviously the Elves aren't great here. Mew is trying their best. I relate to Mew. Okay, well, I don't really want to run this into a Chain Whirler. So there's an argument that maybe they wouldn't have shocked on one if they had a Chain Whirler. I'm pretty happy throwing one of these into a removal spell because we've got a backup in hand. Hey, they had the Chain Whirler. That's right. Okay, I think I'm just gonna... Can I afford the Elf plus Guardian this turn now? Drawing the extra Guardian, not really ideal here. The other option is I can just Jadelight Ranger. It doesn't get to attack into the Chain Whirler though. You don't think we can shock? You really want a 4/4 in play? Yeah. have to shock. I think we just have to like try and keep up. I think we prevent more damage by like developing our board than we do by not shocking here. Maybe that's an incorrect read, but they have specifically Chain Water. I feel like an idiot. But I think I just want to have this mana out here. What are we doing? The extra mana? I mean, if we draw an untapped land, we get to like Guardian plus level up. Or if like, I don't know, there are a bunch of options here. Alright, if I make this a 4/4, it gets to block the Chain Whirler nominally. They do get to shock it down. The other option is I save some life and just get a Ranger down. And if Ranger hits untapped land, I get to cast the Guardian anyway. Little do they know we had the third Guardian all along. Alright. Just gonna do this. Wow, this card's really good. Definitely keeping this on top, right? It's like just very hard for them to deal with. I kind of want to pay 2 life just to get my creature in play, but I guess I'm not leveling it up next turn and it's not blocking. Whatever. The Guardians are the friends we made along the way. I have to go to 11. This really sucks. The shock lands in this deck are really getting us this game. I guess I'm going to 7. Next turn I can like block the Chain Whirler with the Phoenix. Please no light up the stage. That card is just always unbeatable. Alright, I'm just gonna block the Chain Whirler with the Phoenix. Soak up 3 damage, force them to use a burn spell on it. I get to start attacking here. Maybe there's an argument for making it 4/4 instead. Since the 4/4 blocks the Chain Whirler too. But it doesn't demand a burn spell off them in the same way. Jeez. They're just gonna have a pile of risk factors in their yard. We have no life gain. If we go to 3, we die to any bolt. Yeah, I guess we just have to let them draw, right? Since they get to draw next turn anyway. With mana to do stuff. Does Climb win for us? We'd be a mana short. Huh. Yeah, we're a mana short, Prometheus. This is like pretty good. So if I make it hasty, I put them to 6. Jadelight gets to block a creature. They don't need much to kill me. 5/5 seems good here, so I hit them for 4 down to 10. And then I shoot them next turn with the Hellkite, or force them to bolt my Hellkite. Kind of buy into that. I worry that if they kill the Hellkite, I can't possibly win the game though. So like blocking it is a pretty tough call. Blocking with it is a pretty tough call to make. But I guess in the world where they like kill this in combat, they could probably kill us anyway. What's my impression of Frilled Mystic? I think the card is pretty strong. You need to find like the right home for it. But I think once people find the right home for it, it's going to be pretty good. Most likely. I know this is the case for every card in Standard, but Frilled Mystic is pretty good with Wilderness Reclamation. That is in fact the case. It does in fact have a skull as a helmet. I did not notice that before. I was sad earlier to discover that Vanifer is sorcery speed, so you cannot search up a Frilled Mystic with Vanifer. Probably a good thing. Alright, please don't kill me. Don't know why they wouldn't have killed me yet if they could, but... Why do they not do this main phase? I'm so confused. I don't understand. So I could kill the wizards, but then I don't kill them, and I just have to kill them this turn. So I guess I just let all this resolve and let them draw free. Yeah, I agree, Selene. It's very strange. Decline. Please don't have a deal free, specifically. And we have to do this now to play around Lightning Bolt. Or Lightning Strike, rather. You know, same thing. Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike, basically the same card. I am amazed we won that game. It did not feel like we were gonna win that game. Alright, Elves feels bad against the Chainwallet deck. Deathgorge helps with Phoenix and buys us some life. I guess we want the Brontodons because they block well. Yeah, that was really close, Yeoman. That was crazy. Nothing matters but dragons and birds. We want the 4th coil because of their birds too. I think it might be Alex. It is at some point soon. But we're just playing a league at the moment. You prefer the Krasis over the Vivien? Yeah, I could see that. I think Vivien doesn't seem great here. Need to cut one more card. Might be a Zegana. Might be a... Spellbreaker is really good. It like blocks Chainwallet. Might just be a Zegana. Trim one Climb. Climb is also a fine one to cut. Especially when we have less mana in our deck. Okay. The flying seems relevant for helping kill them when they have Chainwallers on board. Anyway, let's do this. They're pretty good at killing our creatures, which makes Climb a bit worse. Too, I guess. This deck is great, Alex. We very easily won our first 4 matches. We would have won the 5th if I played a bit better. I think this is a keep, but obviously I'm going to take at least 2 damage off our lands, which is unfortunate. Or not. Or we could just not take 2 damage off our lands. That's also fine. Pseudo infect. That is a good way of thinking of it. Well, I've discovered what we're doing on our turn. Tough decision, but like, you know. Do not want it to get too steamy in here. I guess 18. Okay. So Guardian threatens to block the Pyromancer. I feel like whatever I play this turn is just getting killed anyway though. And I'd rather have the Druid die than the Guardian. since we have a backup druid anyway, and we have lots of mana in our hand. Alright, we go to 14. I might just cast a 4/4 next turn. We don't get to draw a card, but 4/4 seems fine here, if they don't kill my druid. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast a 4/4. It just blocks well. Means I don't take damage from my lands. We got plenty of card advantage with the Guardian. Incubation Druid is sweet. It's a very strong card. Somehow we've drawn 5 shock lands this game. So we're just on like the super draw. We're just 2 turns behind our opponent for the entire game. What you can do, opponent. I hope they don't have risk factor. That card's really scary. It adapts for +4. Zegana is so much better than she looks, BT. Remember when we had a Lava Coil in our hand? I remember. Those were good times. I guess that's a 5/5. Can block the Phoenix. At least for a turn. "5/5" confirmed bigger than 4/3. They also didn't kill our druid, so we don't even know how many burn spells they have in hand here. I'm a bit worried they might just have a pile of Phoenixes in hand. It's not my list, Alex. Honestly, Spellbreaker's like feels really variable. Feels like there are a bunch of matchups where Spellbreaker's absurd, and a bunch of matchups where it's like your worst card. So I don't think I'd want more copies in the main deck. That is another blocker. Blocking's what we will do. God, I'd really love to be able to blast the egg with this Hellkite. I'd really love to be able to attack at some point too. Should attack with a 4/4 first. Let me take 2 on the way back though from the Pyromancer. I'm not sure that I can afford that. Wondering if I just want to level up. I can level up the Druid this turn and like attack them for 4. Play Steam Vents tapped, then next turn Skarrgan Hellkite can come down with activation mana up. Don't know if leveling up the Druid is reasonable. It's like kind of not the highest impact turn in the world. Sure. Let's take 4 damage from that Phoenix. What are we meant to do, Prometheus? If we want to block the Phoenix, we just can't attack with Speaker. This is so rough. Phoenix is just such an absurd card. But I think I had to coil their turn to Steamkin when we're on the draw. You think I don't attack? It's really awkward. Like, there's pressure on me to kill them at some point. But I don't know how or when I'm meant to do that. I might just have to hope they don't have another burn spell in hand here. Excuse me. We get to attack for 13 next turn. Yeah, we just have to block. We can't not block. And they get to kill my Hellkite, which sucks. But if I don't block, we don't have lethal next turn. And they get to like resolve a risk factor, and then I just don't see how we win. If they use a burn spell on the Hellkite, then Hellkite speed like gain 7 life. Give us a redraw towards Lava Coil. They could just have a shock lurch. If they have specifically Chain Whirler, we're gonna get destroyed, but I don't think we can actually beat a Chain Whirler regardless. They had the strike. Interesting. Coil for my Zegana. We still cannot answer a Phoenix. Huh. So we just have to draw specifically Lava Coil next turn. We're upgrading one of these to a 4/4 since we want to block the Pyromancer with it anyway. We dead? We're pretty dead. We have to like draw Lava Coil and hope they run really cold off their Ancestral. Oh yeah, Krasis is a good draw. That is true. How can burn run cold? It's burn. Fair point. I wonder if they just don't have Skewer the Heretics in their list. Because they made a play in game 1 that would have been incorrect if they had Skewer in their list. And we haven't seen one game 2. We also haven't seen a light up the stage yet. I guess that blocks the Phoenix. We are in fact not, strictly speaking, dead yet. We've not seen any cards from the new set from them yet, which is very strange. We faced a black-green opponent earlier who wasn't playing any new cards either. I meant to tap our Druid for this, but... Hey there, Mr. Tanner. Good evening to you too. Alright. We need to run Unreal Hot Hair, but... I mean, if they don't block the Dradium, we just get to cast another blocker. Right? Like, if they don't block the Guardian, we can just cast another blocker, and if they do block the Guardian, we get to eat their attacker. So I think it's fine for me to make that play. Alright, pretty happy with how we have this boarded. You'd like Pierce on the play. It feels really awkward when blue is our splash cutter. We only have 11 blue sources. And like we want to be playing our shot clans tapped, which makes it harder to hold up to. Yeah, it's bad against specifically lava runners. Which, to be fair, we haven't even seen from our opponent yet this match, though they are probably playing them. It's like a conceivable card they might have boarded out to make room for Lava Coils. Alright, I will play first. Sounds great. 2 Lava Coils. 2 Lava Coils feels really important in this matchup. Deals with Phoenix, deals with Steamy. I'd rather them kill my Incubation Druid than my Guardian. So I'm going to lead with this. How's the deck look? It's been really sweet so far over autumn. We very easily won our first 4 matches. And we could have won the 5th if I played a bit tighter. Though we're currently playing a pretty tough match against Mono Red. Okay, just get down another green source here. I think I have to kill the Steamkin. Obviously it's awkward that it means we have one less answer for a Phoenix. Ooh, okay. I want to level up the Guardian the turn I play it, so I think I'm playing Scavenger this turn. Kinda just want to save this coil for a Phoenix if I can help it. Even though it means we're taking a bit of damage off the Chain Whirler. Like the 4/4s are going to make Chain Whirler a lot less problematic fairly quickly. Alright, please don't have a shock. Doing this now to play around them. Having like a lightning strike. Oh no, that's so unfortunate, Lassie. Sorry to hear about that. 3 mana gain 5 life is a pretty good card against Mono Red. Agree. I'm very into that deal. That Scavenger was great. I mean, I am blocking. If you want to use a burn spell, we've got plenty of more Guardians where this one came from. Yikes. I still want to hold on to this Lava Coil a bit longer, I think. I know, right, Milkman? This card's been really impressive against these red decks. Grinding out their bolts. Alright, I might have to coil this turn. I feel like... God, it's so rough. We just haven't pressured them at all this game. If I play the 4/4 though, I force them to have another answer. They threw 1 coil. They would have used maybe used coils previously though. I feel like we have to coil for Phoenix. That's my feeling. That is my feeling. We can make a 4/4 and a 2/2. We have to shock ourselves to do that. This is the problem. Which I'm not really into. I'm gonna play Jadelight first, and I think I'm just gonna play a 2/2. Except if they kill it, then like, you know, that's unfortunate, but... Ooh, now I can play everything. I really want to hold this coil, I just feel so far behind right now. This sucks if they have a Phoenix, but... They've also had like plenty of opportunity to slam a Phoenix before now. I feel like if I don't coil there, I'm losing to risk factor. And like, obviously if I do coil there, I'm potentially losing to Phoenix, but I'm gonna have to choose what I want to lose to, and I think I'd rather lose to Phoenix than risk factor. Oh, maybe I meant to attack first and force them to do this to make their Steamkin bigger. Okay, do this again in response. This is pretty great. Yeah, now we can actually feasibly beat the risk factor potentially, which we otherwise couldn't do. I can pay 2 life to get this Guardian on board, so I can swing with more creatures next turn. With them having a risk factor in hand, I'm not sure. We offer the trade here with our 4/2. I need the 4/4 to block their Steamkin, right? I can't afford to take 4 off the Steamkin. So I don't think I can attack. So I'm going to take another 4 off this risk factor end of turn. Oh wait, no, I'm so stupid. We can't attack with a 3/2. Oh my god. That was really bad. Yeah, that was really stupid. I know. Hopefully that doesn't cost us. The 3/2 wasn't doing very much, to be fair. I think we're just gonna die to the Phoenix anyway. God. I don't know how you think this matchup's 50-50. It feels like they just outpace you. A risk factor feels so unbeatable. I just have to draw a Lava Coil. Or else I can't win. It's gonna feel better if I rip a Krasis of the top. That's fair. That's fair. Krasis seems very strong, for sure. We just haven't drawn one. Alright, I'm dead to basically everything here. The Shocklands have felt really brutal, yeah. I feel like we played this so scared we need to shock and pressure and race back. But if we're trying to like, I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. I don't think you can just take like 6 life off your Shocklands. I think then we'd lose these risk factors even harder. I feel like if we'd actually shocked ourselves like 3 times over the course of the game, we would have just died to like these risk factors a lot faster. This isn't a Krasis. I probably just have to bin anything that isn't a Krasis, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure that would have made any difference to how things played out, though. Like, we'd pay 2 life to get down a different threat, and then they'd still just, like, lightning strike all our threats. And so they still wouldn't do anything. Maybe if I'd Lava Coiled one of their threats earlier, we'd have been in a better position. I felt like I had to save the Lava Coil for the Phoenix, and the game just went on so long that like I was taking too many hits of their creatures by that point. We'd have at least one more 4/4 on board. The 4/4s do nothing in the face of their Phoenixes and stuff, though. I don't know. I don't feel like that would have made enough of a difference. Ooh, 20 gems. Alright, these are solid prizes. The deck felt really good. I am unconvinced about the claims about the mono-red matchup, but getting gems is very hype, agree. And the fact that rares now convert into gems. I think I feel like the problem with the mono-red matchup is they always like get to trade up in terms of tempo, and you just don't have enough removal spells to like actually make your card advantage matter. Like, Steamkin and Phoenix both have to die. And a lot of the time, Goblin Chainwhirler has to die because you can't meaningfully block it. You can make a 4/4, but even that they can kind of push through. So you have essentially like 8 to 12 threats that all need to be Lava Coiled, but you have 4 Lava Coils. The adapt costs seem pretty expensive in that matchup, I agree. The Guardian felt good at grinding through their burn spells. It also doesn't really... It's awkward because you need to like be able to grind through those burn spells, but you just lose so much tempo in doing so. Yeah, we sided in Brontodons. I agree it's not about card advantage, but like it's very easy to get into these games where they just like play a threat and then Lava Coil your thing, Lightning Strike your thing, and try and run you out of threats whilst they keep getting hits in. Like, that game, our opponent's deck was kind of playing like a control deck in its own weird way. They were just like killing every threat we played one by one, and they happened to have a creature on board whilst they were doing it. But I did broaden the Brontodons. I brought in the Scavengers, obviously aren't big bodies, but they gain life. Maybe it's because you haven't played versus Phoenixes. I think the Phoenixes change things a lot. Yeah, against Light Up the Stage, I imagine the matchup's easier. It's just the Phoenixes really overtax our removal. Make it a lot harder for us. And like, as people start playing more hate for the mono-red decks, I think they're going to go up on the number of Phoenixes they're playing again. Because Phoenix is such a good card at fighting through hate, because it can just win games on its own. Yeah, that makes sense, Lassie.